Let's go! Finally, a new box is announced. Finally, the wait is over. Hopefully, this meta is over, as this meta is has been going for a while now, and everyone is sick and tired of fucking tier 0 mats, tier 0 animats. So yeah, finally we get something refreshing a bit. I don't know about getting something top tier, but and overtaking animats, but you know, literally any change is welcomed. So yeah, here are the cards, but I'm first going to go through the leaked cards for the upcoming events, because we should definitely take that into consideration with this box. And yeah, in this video I'm going to be going over every card, every important card in this box, and should you invest into this box, are the cards going to be worth it? Should you really invest your precious gems in this mini box? Here are the cards that are going to be added with the events. The important cards we want to look at is Gimmick Puppet Scissor Arms, which is a nice addition, a nice normal summon for Gimmick Puppets. We do have tons of special summoning, so I see this as a great addition. I'm not sure how many or if any will be used in Gimmick Puppets, but it's definitely great to have, you never know. Then we have Gimmick Puppet Destroy. Destroy was previously used with the skill, but now maybe we can, you know, kind of shift from the skill and maybe find a new way to play the deck, so we can incorporate other exceeds. Like we are only limited to with the skill to only dark numbers and stuff like that, and Gimmick Puppet monsters. So, you know, if we can use Gimmick Puppets very well without the skill, that could be amazing, because Gimmick Puppets, as their archetype, they special summon a lot, they do lots of stuff, but yeah, the limitation of the skill really, it's really bad. It makes the deck not worth playing right now, and it makes it not top tier. So in other words, if the support is good enough, and if we can play maybe without the skill, maybe change the skill, maybe put in Desperado, or maybe put in other exceeds, other rank 8 exceeds, other rank 4 exceeds, maybe the deck can be very good. So yeah, these are the leaked cards. Do take that into consideration, as we are getting some Gimmick Puppet support in the box as well. So here are the cards on the official DLM page. You can check it out for yourself if you want, of course. Now let's go first from the rares. Now the main card of the box is Chronomaly Atlantis, which fits the Chronomaly archetype we're getting. Plus we are getting Trey and his cards in the event as well. So yeah, the number 6 Chronomaly Atlantis. When this card is exceed summoned, you can target one number monster in your graveyard. Equip that target to this card. This card gains attack equal to the half the attack of that equipped monster. Okay. Once per turn, you can detach one exceed material from this card, then send the monster equipped by this effect to the graveyard. Halve your opponent's life points. You cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this effect. I think this is a decent option for Chronomalies if they are like limited to only Chronomaly monsters and stuff with the skill or the card effects, but on its own this card sucks. Sorry, it seems fun, but you know, it sucks. Next up we have Chronomaly Crystal Skull. Time for Indiana Jones music. Slowly Indiana Jones music in the background slowly intensifies. If you control a face-up Chronomaly monster, you can discard this card to the graveyard. Okay. Add one Chronomaly monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand, except Chronomaly Crystal Skull. It can be only activated once per turn. So, this seems like an amazing searcher. Now, of course, yeah, it makes the deck consistent, but what is it making consistently? What does the deck make? What is the point? What do we even search? Like, if you search for Axe Raider, you don't get much. You don't get much from the search. You know, you thin out the deck. Sure, you have 6 openers. Sure, but you know, what is the power of the deck? What do we get from this? That's what we want to see, and that's what we're hoping to see with the skill. If the skill limits us to only Chronomaly monsters, yeah, it can be much harder to play this deck and to have a good deck. But fine, let's for now move on. So this is what we came for. Junk Puppet. Target one Gimmick Puppet monster in your graveyard. Special summon it. It's a monster reborn for Gimmick Puppets, and you can only use it once per turn. So, is this card going to make Gimmick Puppets top tier? Well, you never know. Stuff like this could make Gimmick Puppets top tier, and this does help us a lot to maybe move on from the skill we are currently using and maybe decide to go for another skill and play it with Desperado and stuff. So because special summoning from the graveyard can be very good. So do keep that in mind. Don't sleep on Gimmick Puppets. Gimmick Puppets, I already said in my last box review that they are a great archetype. Also, they seem very fun as well. But yeah, they are very good at spamming monsters, level 4 monsters, stealing opponents' monsters, destroying opponents' monsters. But it felt like there's something missing. Plus, the skill requirements and limitations were a bit too much to make this deck broken, you know. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see for that. Next up, we have Chronomaly Huyuk. What? Okay. Yeah, I said it. I'm sure I said it exactly how it's meant to be pronounced. Okay, 2 level 4 Chronomaly monsters. Okay. Once per turn during either player's turn. During either player's turn sounds very good, but what do you do? You can detach one Xyz material from this card. Then target one face-up monster your opponent controls, change its attack to 0 until the end of this turn. Okay, that's very good. You can tribute one Chronomaly monster, then target one monster your opponent controls, whose current attack is different from its original attack, destroy the target. So basically, yeah, you can change your opponent's attack to 0, which can be sometimes useful and stuff, but it is easily disruptible, so I'm not sure about this. Also, to destroy the monster, you need to tribute one Chronomaly monster. Also, the attack, changing the attack is only until the end of the turn, so I wouldn't see this as the best opener, as the best turn 1 play, but it could be decent to. You can put down your opponent's attack to 0 and then attack over it. That is decent. Okay, anyways, we have next Diamond Crab King. Okay, this is an interesting card. 2 level 4 monsters. Okay, it's generic. Once per turn, you can detach one Xyz material from this card, change this card's defense to 0, then change its attack to 3000. So it's basically switching up the attack and defense. These changes last until the end of this turn. If this card attacks, it is changed to defense position at the end of the battle phase. Okay, if this card is attacked, attack position of the damage strip is okay. So yeah, you basically switch up the attack and defense to attack with a 3000 attack beater, and that's basically it. And then you have a 3000 defense. That's decent because we don't have big rank 4 exceeds, but we have much more useful effects than just being a big big exceed. So yeah, not the best card for sure. It also came for Gorgonic Guardian, level 3 rock type monsters. Once per turn, during either player's turn, you can detach one exceed material, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Its attack becomes 0, and if it does, its effects are negated. This is the Chronomaly Chronomaly Chatiu Huyuk that she tells you not to worry about. So it's much better because its effects are negated as well, and plus it's a level 3, so it can be used with magnets and also Triamids. These effects last until the end of the turn. Okay, once per turn you can target one monster on the field with 0 attack, destroy it. So it's basically the same effect as that one, but you know, but better because it's level 3. It's rank 3 exceed. So I think this is a very good support for magnets. I think you would want to have this. Do you want to have this on your first turn? Maybe against some decks, I don't know. It's not going to break magnets and make them top tier probably, but it is definitely a good addition to the deck and to the extra deck. Next up we have Acid Golem of Destruction. So during your standby phase, detach one exceed material or take 1000 damage. You cannot special summon any monsters. Damn. That sucks. While this card has no exceed materials, it cannot attack. So this is literally a 3k beater for level 3 monsters, which I don't know. I don't find, you know, attack points isn't that big. It's not like we are completely dependent on attack points, but you know, maybe in some situations you could use it. I'm not a big fan of this card, but it can be maybe a decent card for your extra deck if you're playing level 3s. So yeah, anyways, next card we have is Chronomaly Nebra Disc. When this card is normal summoned, you can add one Chronomaly card from your deck to your hand, except itself. If this card is in the graveyard and all monsters you control are Chronomaly, you can special summon this card in defense position. Okay. You cannot activate cards or effects during the turn you activate this effect, except Chronomaly cards and effects. Damn. Okay, you can only use one effect per turn and only once that turn. Damn, this is on its own extremely restrictive. Imagine if the skill restricts it even more. Again, a nice searcher. It is a free special summon, but to special summon what? This egg or whatever this is, it's not good enough, unfortunately, on its own. I mean, it seems to me, I don't know. I mean, if your opponent has two monsters, if you get rid of your opponent's back row, if they are targetable, if there is no disruption, you can have 1000 damage. If so, but yeah, that doesn't seem very plausible, and unfortunately, Chronomalies here seem kinda trash, not gonna lie. Next up, we have Azura Strike, the Zexal weapon. It's a Zexal weapon. It sucks. as all Zexal weapons, so I don't think we need to even read this card. You can read it on your own if you're interested. Kamucha Knight. When you normal summon a level 3 monster, you can special summon this card. This cannot be used as synchro material. So another great a wielder type monster that you can use for your rank 3 exceeds. I guess it's decent to have. Probably not going to be top tier at all though. Next up we have the smashing ground of this box, Brain Control. So pay 800 life points, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls that can be normal summoned or set. So no extra deck monsters here, or no even rituals or whatever. Take control of that target until the end phase. So, you know, it can be a decent side deck card if you want to yoink like a Madeum Veer or a Blue Eyes or something like that. But for the current meta, I don't think it's that good, and that's why we're getting it. It's a bait, really. But anyways, another great card we're here for, Condolence Puppet. Send Gimmick Puppet monsters with different names from your deck to the graveyard, up to the number of monsters your opponent controls that were special summoned from the extra deck plus 1. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one machine exceeds monster you control. It cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects while face up on the field. You can only use each effect once per turn. So this is amazing because you can send your Gimmick Puppets that special summon and Gimmick Puppets that activate from the graveyard. Hopefully this helps with, like I said, not needing the skill. You can send, it is better if your opponent already has monsters on the field, but you can also activate it on your first turn to send one monster. So it is very good. It does fit with the Junk Puppet, as you can send one monster and then special summon it with Junk Puppet. So yeah, it's very good. This two cards together can make Gimmick Puppets top tier. I'm pretty sure that it can make them, but will it make them? I'm not so sure. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I don't want to make promises. And the last SR card we have is Xyz Gift. If you control 2 or more face-up Xyz monsters, detach 2 materials and draw 2 cards. So I guess this could be decent in, you know, Gimmick Puppets can special summon 2 Xyz monsters, and their big Xyz monster doesn't really need materials. But are you going to play this instead of advanced draw or something? I'm not so sure. I don't know, they threw this in as it seems better than a rare card, but you know, it's basically to fill out the places in the box. But yeah. And the last thing we have is the event Chronomaly, which will get us the Chronomaly Moai and the new SR Chronomaly Golden Jet. Chronomaly Moai, if you control a face-up Chronomaly monster, you can special summon this card. I guess it's decent, but as I've seen that all Chronomalies have different levels. Like one is level 3, one is level 4, one is level 5, one is level 6. So how do you make exceeds with that? You know, maybe if we get a skill that changes levels to a level you want, maybe that could be decent. But otherwise, I don't see the synergy in the deck really. Okay, once per turn you can increase the levels of all Chronomaly monsters you can currently control by 1. Okay, so this can switch up the levels a bit, but will this be good enough? I'm not so optimistic, unfortunately. But you never know, the skill can be... the skill can literally change the whole deck and change the outcome of the box and the outcome of the deck, really. And yeah, that's it. Will I be going into this box? Probably, as I'm a Gimmick Puppet enthusiast and a Magnet and Triamid enthusiast. Should you go into this box? As I've said, if you're not specifically Puppet player, Chronomaly into rock enthusiast, then definitely not. Definite pass. Will anything from this be top tier? I'm not sure. You definitely should wait and see, but the odds aren't looking very good right now. And yeah, that's it. Let me know in the comments what you thinks. What you thinks? What the hell, bro? I've been recording for too long. I'm done. Yeah, let me know what you think. What do you think, especially about Gimmick Puppets? Will they be top tier? Also, what do you think about Chronomaly's? It does seem kinda trash, not gonna lie. It seems awful for now. But yeah, maybe I'm not seeing something. Maybe I'm not seeing some amazing combo, whatever. Anyways, see ya in the comments, and see ya in the next video. Bye.